How do you handle the fertilization? These trees are real slow growing too, isn't it? This is something you're committed
almost
for years.
all of the growers control weeds to a degree. They control bugs. They control fertilizing. Almost all of them, like the one guy we went up to in North Carolina, right on the border, you could see Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina. That's how close he was to the borders. And he had his men with buckets going through, putting 1 or 2 handfuls around each tree. And I think that was our summer trip. Another grower that I used to buy from up in Canada, he used to use urea 4600 only on the trees that he was going to harvest, because he didn't want the other trees to start to grow, and then the cold weather comes and freezes new growth. So only fed harvestable tag trees. And that's an extra cost, but he wanted quality.
You got some that are starting to use drones for fertilization too?
What?
Drones for fertilization? You got some that are starting to use the drones to...
Oh yeah, one of my growers this year used drones to spray his trees. He can use liquid fertilizer, you can use pesticides, and he rented 2 of them this year, and he's going to buy 2 for himself, because I guess he liked whatever he did. In the long run, he's going to save money, because you get 5, 6 guys out there with a bucket, and then they get to the end of the field and their bucket's empty. Now they got to walk all the way back, or they got to have somebody filling the buckets, riding around. And so the drone is a lot more efficient.
This is 3,000 or 4,000 feet too, right? So this is on uneven ground. And
oh, they're most of Carolina's on hills. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I wouldn't want to harvest them. I mean, dragging them downhill is fine, but then you got to go back uphill to cut them. I was pretty lucky on my farm in New York. There was a little bit of a slope, but nothing bad. But when right at the end, my buddy Don and I, we missed one big tree. Darn if it wasn't the biggest white spruce. Back then we had white spruce when we bought the farm. I don't sell them anymore because they shed too quick. But we had like about a 10, 12 footer. We had the truck and all the trailers were already up by the road. So he and I dragged this tree about 600 feet. By the time we got there, I was ready to take a nap.